PAR round 7 for tier 2. You're joining us in the middle of qualifying, actually. Apologies for that, but we've got 10 minutes left of it. And here we are. Qualifier session. It's Ollie Flynn actually goes fastest. Good time in that. 127, 23.8. Back from our weekend, from our little 2-week break. And a few changes have gone around here. As you can tell, Ollie Flynn is no longer in the Haas and the AlphaTauri. He's just been released on a neutral agreement from Haas, sorry, should I say, and he's gone to AlphaTauri. So that was a surprise move. We've got people in there as well. We got side. I'm just going to go over the group for today. Full 20 people. Love to see it. AlphaTauris. Actually, we'll go Red Bulls. Red Bulls, Prodigy, Zone Vortex. Mercedes, Arge and Simon Dash. Ferrari, Throne Globe, Coffee Machine. So the normal 6 drivers for there. Haas, Norris King, and new driver, Warner's Prodigy, now just goes up into second place with a 23.9. Alfa Romeo, Alec Joe, and Goat Alonso. Stealth Rex and side in McLaren. Amber, who is now back reserving in the Williams with Blaze, normal driver, Mosmegan, and WZ in the Alpines. Rush Chimp, and where is he? C Chase reserving tonight in the not Chase plays in the Aston Martin. So the reserves, C Chase, and that's it, I think. Oh, and Amber. But we're back onto the back onto the track now. We're going to get a Aston Martin coming round to start a lap, and that is Russ Chimp about to start one. Prodigy's just set one, so he should be coming in, which leaves next round Goat Alonso, who looks like he's just set one as well, and is coming in. Next round should be Stealth Rex then. He might be on one. Prodigy going slow. He looks like he's actually spun. Coming out of the Nicholas Latifi corner, as I'm going to call it tonight. I'm going to call it that. Well, we have a little bit of a quiet. We've got a few people on track. I think that was Warney actually going round next, going 4th fastest Warney. So good lap for him. Next round is Ajkajer. He'll actually come into the pit lane, and then it will be the AlphaTauri. We're going to go Ollie Flynn, I'm going to guess it is. He's coming into the pit lane. I'll tell you what, we'll take a little break from watching everyone. We'll just pick Zone Vortex to watch for a second, because he looks like he's on a lap. Or is about to come in as well. Because I think most people should be diving into the pit lane relatively quickly. We'll have a quick look at Championship then. So, side is leading by 27.5 points from Chazza Plays. Chazza Plays ain't here tonight, so could see an extension of that lead. Norris King sat in 3rd, 5th in the minute of qualifying, 34 points behind, with 4th place being the Ferrari of Throne Globe. And then basically this is a massive scrap really for 4th place. You've got Throne Globe, Anik J.Y., L Glasses, Simon Def, Stealth Rex, Prodigy. Actually, no, not Prodigy. Stealth Rex, separated by 9 points. And Prodigy down to, let's have a look, there. So Prodigy, Arjun, Mosmiga, Dubsy, Alfie K, and Rush Chib, all separated by not much. Alfie K not actually racing anymore. He has his contract terminated on a neutral attempt, with Ollie Flynn replacing him. But yeah, not bad. We have a few drivers really close contested. Other than the Constructors' Championship, McLaren lead Red Bull by 30.5 points, with McLaren currently 2nd and 9th in qualifying, and Red Bull 3rd and 12th. Aston Martin, only 50 points behind them, in 3rd, Mercedes 4th, AlphaTauri 5th, Haas 6th, Williams 7th, Alpine 8th, Ferrari 9th, and Alfa Romeo in 10th. Them are your lot. Ollie Flynn's still on pole. As we're going to go look at Alec Jaywar here, because he looks to me like he's on a lap time, and maybe go to Alonso's run. No, go to Alonso's run in lap. As Alec Jaywar heads to 4th. So there's a good scrap at 4th for the minute. So there's clearly 3 drivers on that fight for pole of being Ollie Flynn's side of Prodigy. And then it really is a scrap between Alec Jaywar, Warney, Sonoris King. Throne Glober has now stuck his name in there to go 4th. So there is a real scrap for 4th. The track is ramping up a lot. And we could see that pole time coming very quickly to be beaten. Next up around, I do believe, is C Chase in 17th. Still no improvement with 27.3. There's a big gap in some of these drivers' abilities. From a 27.8 is the fastest time to a 27.3 being the slowest at the minute. Obviously, Blaze and El Glass is retiring early on. I think that was them retiring. No disconnect, no anything. It was actual retirement. Mosmegi yet to set a lap time then, but as that was, by the way, that was at the halfway mark. We're around 7, I'm pretty sure. So we are now over the halfway mark in this championship. Which should be interesting. So I have, which should be interesting. Alec Jarrow now into the pit lane. Next round is Warney, who doesn't look to me like he's on a lap time. So we're going to go to Simon Deff, who's actually coming into the pit lane. May have enough time to set another tyres on and go again. Coffee Machine, again, is probably going to have to try and do that as well. Same with Throne Globe, it looks like. So, actually, Coffee Machine going up to 8th, I saw there. He was right down the bottom, but he's now in the top 10. As we are going to go and look at a yellow flag in Sector 1. No, we're not. We're going to go and see, I think it's Stealth Rex starting a lap, and one of the Hasses starting a lap. And that'll be Sonoris King, who's just gone fastest with a 23.7. So a brilliant lap from him, sets him on pole position, and is in the fight now for pole position. It's very tight on those first row and a bit. Dubsy now come across the line. Will it be an improvement? No. And next up, so he's got 15th to 13th. Zone Vortex, improvement, but no position movements. Next round would be Mosmegan. So this will be his first lap time, and I think he might only get one reasonable lap time in. Obviously, his ERS will be drained. So this must be a good lap time for him. He's probably hoping to get inside that top 10, top 8 area. So he comes across the final corner now to end his lap, and it will be a 5th place for Mosmegan. So he's now put his name in the hat for those front 2 rows. As Warney's now stuck his name back into the hat for those front 2 rows. So we're going to get really interesting for those front 3 rows. And it's going to be a lot with these pace of some of these drivers, especially Side. He doesn't really have to push tonight. He's got a 34-point lead over Sonoria's King, who's Simon Deff's retired in 11th place, who's his nearest rival tonight, as Chazza Plays isn't racing. Stealth Rex's teammate will be stuck with 9th, as we're going to go to Prodigy next round. Sonoria's King's done. So his lap time over 23.7 is his best we could do, and he is done. Dubsy is done as well. And Zone Vortex is done. So those lot are done. We have lots of people in the pit lane, actually. Ollie Flynn is done in the 2nd place. So he's banking on Side not being able to improve to get that front row. Go Alonso is the next one, around 2/10 down on his lap time, as Mosmegan is retired as well. So a lot of people not opting to do another lap, and that's what their best they've got. But Go Alonso is not one of those people trying to get inside the top 10. Can he knock Coffee out the top 10? No, he will stay in there. Warney, he's done as well. So we're going to go to Side, our championship leader then. Will he stick it on the front row of the grid? Most likely, if he's up, we didn't see his sector times. Last corner, excuse me. Here he goes. Last corner. Will it be a front row starts? It's a pole position. A 23-7. So our top two in the championship racing tonight will be together on the front row. Amber. Actually, sorry, tell a lie. Next across line was Andre Kajay's got into the top 10. Amber, the final, or not the final one round, stay 17th. The final one round will be Prodigy. Will he have anything to say about the front row? No. Only a 5th place start for Prodigy tonight. And there you have it. The top two of the top 3 drivers and the top 2 racing tonight are on the front row together. So that should be very interesting then. The top 2 of tonight racing are on the front row of the grid. Ollie Flynn 3rd, having not the best seasons, but he's boosting up. Warney, good as well for 4th. Reigning champion Prodigy sitting in 5th place with Moz Megan in 6th. Throw Globe with a good 7th, and I think that was Anik J.R. in 8th. Yes, it was. Stealth Rex 9th with RGK 10th. Coffee Machine 11th. Going on to 12th, Simon Def 13th and Dubsy 14th. Zone Vortex will be 15th. Rush Chimp 16th. Amber 17th. Sea Chase 18th. And 2 drivers not sitting lap being Blaze and L Glasses. So that's your 10 drivers. Your 20 drivers tonight. Happiest TP off that? Let's have a look here. It's got to be Norris King, the House TP. He's got himself in 2nd and his teammate in 4th. Working together to be on the podium together, hopefully, for him. Or sitting 6th for the constructors, so needs big points. Side will be happy that... Tail will be happy. McLaren TP. That the championship leader, Side, is on pole. His driver. You might not be so happy that... You might not so be happy that... It's that his 2nd driver, Stealth Rex, is in 9th. Because he'll be in that middle of the pack. Will everyone keep it clean on that one? We don't know. They might not. It may get very interesting and very chaotic on the first lap, especially into the hairpin. This is one of my favourite parts. Let's have a look then at what people's tyre strategies are into this race. It looks to me like hard tyres as Coffee Machine and L Glasses have been DSQ'd off the start. No idea what that's about. But they've already been DSQ'd on their warm-up lap and will have a bit of pretty poor grip position. And hopefully none of those two get hot-headed and we have a big crash on the first lap. Hard tyres then. Side, and JR, Stealth Rex, Blaze, Dubsy and L Glasses. Everyone else has gone for the medium tyres. The biggest interesting one, which I wasn't expecting, is Side. Side opting to be on the slower tyre at the start of this race and the faster tyre. Excuse me again. Faster tyre on the second strategy, which may be very, very interesting indeed. And we also, because it's a full grid tonight, you don't know what we're going to get. We might get a safety car towards the end of the race, which will put him on a perfect strategy to stick on the soft tyres and win the race. Or you may see a good for mediums and have a safety car literally off the first lap. We have seen that before. We've had that before. We shall see. Side them. Hopefully trying to get the best possible grid slot. Blaze is going really slowly on this formation lap. There's a massive gap between Arjikajer, I think it is, and Stealth Rex. That's going to be interesting. There's also Blaze Rapid taking it slow as well. Let's get off none for now so we can have a good view of the start. He's wanting to be, he's literally going to be the last one anyway, but he's wanting to get a hold for everyone else on the cold tyres. So, a few people off the start, bad grid slots. Drone Globe, Dubsy and Sea Chase have also got the bad grid slots. So 5 drivers with bad grid slots. It's the green flag, as you can see at the background, is waving at the back. Very weird lights, but we have 5 of them. And we are go. It's lights out and away we go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Who gets the best start? It's side into turn 1. Prodigy gets someone, not a great start for Warney's dropped down a lot. And there's a yellow flag in sector 1. It looks to me like it's Arjun Kajera. Arjun Kajera has spun off the start. We're going to go back to the leading group, and there's a lot going on for P5. Everyone at the front group remains clean. As the top 4 get away pretty well from Stealth Rex, Warney. Coffee Machine going at Warney as well. As everyone looks to majorly be clean, apart from Throw Globe and Arjun Kajera. We've had a sprinter. Brilliant start from Blaze Rapid, being towards the back of the grid, getting through quite easily. But it looks to me like Side is going to retain the lead off the start. Sonorius King didn't get a chance to overtake him off the start. I will have to sit in second place. Zone Vortex is dropping a few places down there in P17. But he's going to have a look round the outside. Can he get it done round the outside? Sonorius King. Can he get it done? No, he can't. He might have a go here into the left-hander braking zone, though. Will he send it up the inside? No, he's going to brain it clean. Side with a very defensive line, though. So it might not have the best exit, but it's pretty tough to get past under the hotel. As the top 4 have gone. Stealth Rex is 2 seconds up the road from the 4, as Moz Megan has lost it somewhere. 10-second penalty, track limits. He's lost his wing as well, or half his wing. Not a good start for him indeed. Still all 20 runners going, even though one with a 10-second penalty and a half a front wing. I'd assume Moz Megan will be diving into the pit lane to change that. Yes, he is. But nothing drastic, majorly safety car with a retirement. Just a broken wing and a few spinners. Remember, PAR, the score you get points, not top 10. Sonorius King has actually used a lot of ERS off that start, and there's a very little bit of a train trying to get a bit of slipstream off each other. As there's a move looking at the middle of the group here. It looks to me like El Glass is on Goat Alonso for 10th. Nope, he's going to stick with it, but Zone Vortex is going for a move on Sea Chase. Bit wide there. Oh, Sea Chase. Bit aggressive. And there is a yellow flag. I think that's Dubsy, and he did get a hit. The 2LPs over the best race. Sea Chase it was. He gave a little touch on Join it back, and there's more contact in there with Throw Globe. So that group has had a bit of contact everywhere with everyone. Still going at it. Zone Vortex, can he get through on Sea Chase as well? It's been pushed out wide a little bit. He's going to have to send it out wide, and he does get the place, but will it be an illegal overtaking able to give the place back? I don't know. Ollie Flynn there, too busy looking at the middle group and not realising Ollie Flynn actually got through on Sonorius King there. Too busy looking at all that contact and the battles in the middle. But Ollie Flynn has now got past Sonorius King to go at our championship leader side FX for the race lead. As there is a spinner at the back, and it is Rush Chimp. As Prodigy is also going to try and get past Sonorius King. But we're going to look at the lead. It's still Rush Chimp with the yellow flag down there. But will Ollie Flynn have a go at side FX? Yes, he will. Is that the race lead swapped over hands? Yes, it is. Will Side get DRS? Yes, he will. Here we go then. This is where it comes into play. Prodigy did get past Sonorius King in the end. As Side tries to take the lead back off Ollie Flynn. It's still round the outside of Ollie Flynn and keeps the place. Good racing between the two of them. All fair and clean. We like to see it. Good battle. Good moves. As Ollie Flynn takes the race lead. as that four is still together. Norris King may drop off a little bit. I wonder how much pace Ollie Flynn is going to put in on his laps to try and gap everyone else. It's half a second, 6/10 of the minute, and a purple final sector, so he's pushing a little bit hard here. Prodigy will want to get past as soon as possible, as looks to me like Blaze has also had an incident somewhere. It's a yellow flag. He looks to me like he's spun. Is he curbed? Is he beached? Yes, he is, because that is a safety car. That is a safety car. I think Blaze is beached, because you can see if he pushes again, he's beached. And he's been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. You could tell he was beached. He was trying to push, and he just could not get off the curb. And that's unfortunate for Blaze. So Blaze is our first retirement, DSQ, whatever you want of the race. And it's an unfortunate one. Ollie Flynn then, leader of the race, now has to put in the safety car. And the question is, will anyone go really bold? I think it's early to pit, but will anyone go for it? Mosmegan's gone in for a second stop, and bizarrely that's an intermediate tyres, Moz. That's intermediate tyres. Why the heck has he gone intermediates on a dry track? I have no idea what he's doing. Apparently Blaze got beached. So I was right. Yeah, some people are coming into the pit lane then. I'm pretty sure someone picked up a penalty. Yes, it was C. Chase speeding in the pit lane. So some people are coming into the pits lane. Amber on the hards, Alec J on the hards, C. Chase on the hards, Dubsy mediums, and Rush Chimp hards. But a surprise, Alec J on the soft. He's thinking there's going to be another safety car later on. So he's going to push as hard as he can on these tyres and then go again later on. So, at the minute, Side will be extending his championship lead over Zoros King, which has a Blaze. Mosmegler is diving into the pit lane to change tyres again, so he's going off those intermediates. No idea what that was about. Maybe it was a game glitch. Most positions up. 10. Oh, glasses. Good start for him. Got half the grid already. Most lost. 13, Mosmegler. But a good start for Coffee Machine up 5 as well. Good for him. He's out of pace 6. So, very, very happy few people. Not so many. Side down 1, Soros down 2, Warney 3, Globe 4, Anik is at 6, Argent 5, Dub 3, Ross Chip 2, and Mosmegan 13. And with that, I'm going to go and get a quick snack before we get the safety car restart. because we're not in this lap, I don't think. No, we're not. Cool. Right, we're back. No more pit stoppers, I don't think. Let's have a look. No more. We're all good then. So, should be a good rest of the race. Hopefully, this lap safety car. We have a second stopper. Again, who's coming in. It's Rush Chimp. I think he went hard, but he's gone to the mediums. I'm thinking again, have a safety car. Maybe can get the mediums to the end. But a good start for side. Championship League will be extended in a minute. But not meant to go. Let's see Chase picked up a 5-second penalty for a civic collision with Jaywell. That brings him up to 10 seconds, and must be a good 10 seconds at the minute. You could tell in the middle there, a few people have been swapping and changing positions, and the safety car is going to be in this lap. So we're going to be going racing again. I've got this bar quickly. Excuse me. Right. We're going to be back on the way. If you cause time. The effect to do that would be just a safety car. As we, when is anything going to go? Side wants to get racy. He's going to go. Not yet. Out the final corner. And he's gone. Back on the way again. Excuse me, by the way, if you hear me drinking a lot. Got a sore throat. Football coaching today. Screaming at one of our players. This is good. But we're back on the way. More importantly. And can I just say, as I remain clean, no overtakes, nothing like that. I think RG Kajed actually got trying to get past C Chase, and does. And Zone Vortex is trying to get past Throne Glow, and does. One of the people that hasn't had the best of starts in game place is Alec Jaywar. What I was thinking about him is still leading as there's a move in the middle, and there's contact. I think Coffee's made a mistake and there is carnage all over the road. Prodigy, though, at the front, gets past side. Oh, excuse me. But that's... It looked like there was carnage in the middle. Excuse me again. Coffee Machine was all in it. And he's got past Amber, but he looked like he was all in it. And he's lost a few places here. What I was going to say was... Mr. Alec JR here on the soft. He's only done 3 laps. His tyres obviously will wear more, faster tyre, but less live on the tyre wear. They last shorter. But the medium tyre runners should be coming into lap 8. So if he could time it, he could come in with the medium tyre runners and be with them on the exit. Yellow flag. It looks like it's Simon Death. It's Simon Death and Throne Globe. Both of them spun. You just saw it there at the end of it. But those two spun, and there's a battle going on here for 9th, I think this is. It's 10th, actually. I thought Alec J was also in it. Zone Vortex, Coffee Machine, 2 good mates. Will Coffee go for a move there? Yes, he all looked... think a little bit of a nudge saying I'm here. That might make Zone Vortex go a little bit deep. And he should get this move done because of the deep exit. No, he's actually still stuck behind him. And it will remain like that. I thought maybe Coffee was going to get through there, but maybe not. Maybe not. That's probably the best battle on track at the minute. Throw Globe, Simon Death. Their collision. Naughty, naughty boys. DRS has enabled this lap then. Coffee Machine looking really lively as Go to Alonso's the next one round. And that is a reset to track. And that is a little bit naughty, that. That is. You should not be a reset to track. And while all that's happening, I was trying to clip it because obviously I've got to be playing a neutral ride in here. I think Sonorius King and Side were having a little scrap there. No position changes there. And it's got bad to worse for the Alpine boys. Alec J was now spun around as well. So the Alpine boys for both drivers spinning around. Coffee Machine is now having to defend from Amber here. Yeah, flags to one. It was No, Rush Chimp has also gone round as well. Throw Globe in the pit lane, and there's a massive scrap here for 9th. Moz Megan, Coffee Machine, Amber, Aj Kajere, all in it. Coffee Machine runs a little deep there, and there's a change for the lead. Didn't even realise. Prodigy threw on Ollie Flynn, a swap for the lead, and this could get interesting then. Another swap for the lead, and we're going to stick with this actually. Sorry to that midfield battle because it looks really tasty, really lively. But I never even realised that was coming the way of a move, and a move just happened just like that. Coffee Machine gets past Moz Megan though for P9. Moz Megan straight back at him though. I didn't even realise the move was going there. It was probably DRS, so we'll have a look through these sections here because they're really racy. But when we get to the DRS straight, oh, Coffee Machine round, and someone's gone round with him in sympathy. I think it's Dub Z. It is Dub Z. Coffee Machine went round. Dub Z went round with him in sympathy. Go Alonso's retired. DNF, Go Alonso. Will that cause a safety car? I don't know what's happened to him, but Go Alonso is out of the race. Will it cause another safety car? Our second in 10 laps. I don't think it will. So Go Alonso done. His race is over on lap 11. I don't think it hasn't caused a safety car, which is interesting. Mosmig, yellow flag to 2. Where are we now? I think it's Dubsy. Dubsy, we're going to go here. It was Dubsy, naughty boy. The naughty boy, Dubsy. Right, lap 11 then. Still leading Prodigy after taking over. Coffee Machine, very wide there. Looked like he was going for a move on Simon Death, but very wide. Yellow flag to 3. That is Dubsy again spinning. He is having a pretty poor race as well. Sitting in 15th place. Coffee Machine. So still, this battle is raging on for 11th now. Mosmegan is now checked out because they've been two fighting a little bit much now. Amber is sat there now. These people on the medium tyres, I would expect to be pitting around 15. So they should be in soon. Dubsy is now in on lap 6 tyres on those mediums. 7. Yellow flag says 3. That is one of the Aston Martins. As Coffee Machine is actually trying to get past Simon Death here. And does. Fun thing is, he gets DRS, I think, here. But Simon Death actually... Oh, no, Simon Death does get DRS as well. If all three have got DRS. And there is a swap for second place. And they're still side by side, actually. So maybe it's not a straight swap for second place. No, it's not. Side was trying to get past Ollie Flynn. Will Ollie Flynn go defensive in the left-hander here? No. Side does not decide he wants to go for it. Thinks about championship. But that looked like there was a move there. Maybe the medium tyre runners are starting to feel the pain. Especially Soros King. Stealth Rex is nearly there on the back of him. And yes, we do see a pit stop. Ollie Flynn into the pit lane then. On the medium tyres. That should be very interesting. Will anyone else follow him? Yes, Warney decides to go in P6 as well. So they should be very interested to see where they come out on the basis of things. Zone Vortex is in as well. El Glasses moves up a few places again. Starting P20 El Glasses, currently P5, having a brilliant race. Should be interesting to see where they come out. Ollie Flynn then. But we'll watch Ollie Flynn because he's coming out now. And he will come out in P9. Ollie Flynn then, P9. He's going for a straight up move on Simon Death on the exit. Has to settle it for it. But Archie Kajer now, his teammate. Oh, I thought that was a little bit of contact there. Looked like he was going to go for a move. And JWR Zone Vortex also in. And Warney as well. Warney P12. Zone Vortex and JWR P13 and 14. As we're going to go to the battle for P3. Maybe Stealthrex is going to get through. Yes, he is. Stealthrex gets through. There's a McLaren 2-3. With a different strategy in Stealthrex. He's hard, same with side. That could be big in terms of the race. Sector 1 yellow flag is one of the Aston Martins. Rush Chimp spinning. Ollie Finn there. Oh, out the background. We just saw it. Coffee Machine also spinning as well. Yellow flags, 1, 2, just 3 now. We're all clear. Snorris King is the pit lane then, so we're going to keep an eye on that compared to Ollie Finn. Definitely come out ahead of Warney. But we've got to keep an eye on it ahead of Ollie Flynn, who is coming into the final corner just now. So it looks like Sonoros King may lose out here. Gone. As Ollie Flynn is gone now. He's going to pass him then. So Sonoros King will drop down. It will be to 10th because of Coffee Machine spin. That is not good for him. As this will be position then, not position, this will be a pit stop, early different strategy, Warney and Coffee Machine then, is where we're going to base at the minute battle-wise. Going to put on stops. So there's your stoppers. At the minute, Mos Megan, 3 stops on the hard tyre. He will have to stop again because I don't think he's going to make it to the end. But he's going to make it difficult for everyone else as Warney breezes past Coffee Machine there. Coffee kind of goes, not really my race to fight, I'm afraid. Not really my day, not really my fight. We go again. Snorris King, though, going for a move on Simon Death, having to go round the outside, loses a bit of time then, as Prodigy comes into the pit lane. So our race leader then will come in, and it will be a McLaren 1-2 at the minute with the M yet to stop. Where will he come out in terms of what he finishes? We get a yellow flag. It is Simon Death. Simon Death. Who spun at the top there. You can see at the top of the screen. I got confused about the chair. So that's an easy place for Snorris King. Where is Ollie Flynn then? He's coming. He's actually stuck behind Amber a little bit. And that has let Prodigy go. So the undercut didn't work for Ollie Flynn a couple of laps in times. He may have got stuck behind Amber there a little bit, as Simon Death now also comes into the pit lane as well. Is that all the medium runners in? No, we're just waiting on Coffee is the only medium runner in. And then it's the hard tyres, all people that are stopping again. As Ollie Flynn has finally got past Amber, I think. Yes, he has. So yeah, it's just Coffee Machine now on the mediums. And then the top 3. And then I think we should see... We should see Mos Megan and some other people in as well soon. It's all a bit hibbity-jibbity because people have stopped earlier, people haven't stopped. So yeah, it's just Coffee yet to stop on the medium title runners. And then it's just hards for the top 3 and people that are yet or who have gone early for their stop. Or stop, sir, during the safety car. And is that El Glasses, the first of the hard tyre runners then. El Glasses comes into the pit lane, that frees up Mos Megan to take 3rd. And Prodigy now will go up to 4th, Ollie Flynn 5th, and Cole will move up. Let's see where El Glasses will come out then. we should go to, because there's no actual battles on track to watch. Wait a minute. L Glasses then coming out the pit lane. Should be P12. It is P12 for L Glasses. So we should kind of see the two McLarens being in the top 10 around that. Everyone is really close actually. Prodigy, everyone's really close around each other. From from third to about 10th. There's about 2 seconds a second between everyone. So some of those gaps should come down a little bit. Throw Glover is also quite close to Southern Death as well. And everyone else goes over 3 seconds or above. So we're going to go Soros King and Amber. That's where we're going to go. Still waiting on Coffee Machines doing a good job of those medium tyres. Is that Mosmegan spinning? Yes, it is. It's Mosmegan from third place as Stealth Rex comes into the pit lane. Maybe he was thinking there could be a safety car and he would time it right. Stealth Rex level who's 5th. So we're looking here for him to come around Sonora's King range. Has Amber held him back a little bit as well? Mosmegan comes in for his 4th stop of the race. Sonora's King struggling with Amber a little bit. Is that going to help Stealth Rex jump him out the pit lane? No, it should not actually, I don't think. It's going to be tight though. Very tight. Yes, they're side by side on the exit. This could get interesting. They're going into the hairpin. Stealth Rex gets past Sonora's King. And Amber as well. So that is perfectly worked out on the alternate strategy for Stealth Rex. Simon Death fastest lap 27.3. But it's worked perfectly for Stealth Rex on the alternate strategy as he gets past Sonora's King. It was held up from Amber's, and now Sonora's King gets past Amber. Or maybe he doesn't. He hasn't yet. Sonora's King is having an awful time trying to get past Amber. As one of the Aston Martins again is Rush Chimp spinning again. He's going to get lapped then. We should see side into the pit lane now. Yes, it is. So side into the pit lane then. Here he comes. Sonora's King still can't get past Amber and he's losing time to Stealth Rex. It is not good for him. Because we're about to get 10 laps, we're about 11 laps to go in this race. He's done so much difference. Stealth Rex has gained 2 seconds just from these two having can't get past. Side them. Where is he going to come out in terms of everyone? It's going to be tight between him and Sonora's King, I think, as well. Side is dropping down. Side will drop down to L Glasses fast lap 27.2. He will drop down to 7th, but Walney, who's just come out behind him, is going for a move and gets past. So Walney then into 7th place. Side with a lot of work to do in 8th. Maybe the alternate strategy didn't work out so much for him, but there was a field of cars in front of him. They're all bunched up together. So that could get interesting as well. Aj Kajer trying to go for a move on Amber, can't get it done. But there is a move, or a little fight going on for P9. And then it's going to be Anik J1 to get past Coffee. Coffee yet to make a stop on the medium tyres. I think he's left it too late, if I'm honest. Trying to think of a safety car. But he's picked up P9 as Anik J1. Aj Kajer trying to get past Amber. Amber's kind of holding these up now, I think. Amber's doing a brilliant job of holding everyone up. I see it happening. I see. That's what's going on. I think Amber's holding everyone up, but that is a very interesting move. That is Walney trying to go around the outside through the hotel and gets it done. What a move that is. Unbelievable. As Walney goes up to P6 and now it's his turn to go to Amber. Unless Aj has anything to say about it later on in the lap. But that is a brilliant move from Walney, laying no risks at all. That could have gone horribly wrong. Mosmegan fast lap 26.5. That is brilliant. As Mosmegan is now actually... Oh, L Glass is spun. And he's got... Oh, there's contact, I think, there. I think there was contact between Coffee and L Glasses. Has Mosmegan been hit from all of it? I think he may have had a little tap. I think there was contact between Coffee and L Glasses. Coffee's race is getting bad to us. He's still yet to stop as well. as Warney gets past Amber down the straight for P5. Fairly simple move that. And a very happy Sonora's King TP of Haas. Surely he's going to be very happy with a 4th and a 5th. Some good double points for the team for the Constructor Championship. But Coffee Machine having not a great race. I think it was a bit of contact between him glasses as he's going to try and get past. Oh! Simon Death's having to take evasive action. He's going to get an illegal overtake, I think, for that as well. You can see him trying to lift off, I think. He doesn't want to do it. There we go, he's done it. He's done it very cleverly, actually. He's done it at the corner, so he has the inside to get straight back past Coffee there. As he do. But very hard racing between the two of them. I think Coffee went a little bit deep. He's lost half his wing. That's why. Not good for Coffee Machine. One of our top 5 runners last season, having a pretty poor season. And his wretched season will continue then. In the Ferrari. He's had a lot of long lap. I think El Glass is in as well. Maybe some damage to him as well. He's still staying out as Coffee. But he's really hoping for a safety car now. Yeah, El Glass has picked up damage as well. So that's ruined both of their races. And we should see a ticket for an investigation with the stewards later on this evening / tomorrow. But we are on up 20 then. Arj Kajer and Amber. P6. Amber has lasted long on those tyres. Let's have a look on tyre wear. 15 laps. Arj Kajer's able with 50 laps as well. Coffee Machine still does 20 laps on those mediums. I'm surprised about his Coffee's actually fighting his teammate. I was expecting Coffee to let through his teammate because I can see they're quite close together. And so is this battle for P6 on track. Amber and Arj Kajer. As Coffee does let Throne Globe through. Try and push on 6 seconds to Simon Death. I don't think he's going to get that. But at least he's played the team game for him. As we got 2 battles on track then. We got this one, Amber and Arj Kajer. And we've also got Zone Vortex and Simon Death for 11th. So we got 6th for 11th. It's all calmed down at the front then. Surprisingly, Side really did not work out of his pit stop at all. But they're going to be Amber. Very late defensive. I think it was just about fair. Oh, he's gone very deep there as Amber. A little bit deep. He's managed to take it back. But he's now going to be put really under pressure here from Side FX. We're actually going to stick with the TV pod and Amber just to be aware to make sure there's no late moves or anything. Side though, around the outside, is going to go a little bit deep, but he has managed to bring it back in. And that's him to P7, and now he'll fight Arj Kajer for P6 on the medium tyres, and maybe, just maybe, he might catch up to Warney in the last few laps. Remember, we've still got the bearing in mind the safety car as well. Simon Death looking for a move on Zone Vortex. Can't get it done. So we're going to go back to P6, Arj Kajer's side. Amber's lost like 2 seconds in the last couple of corners there, so he might get Nick Tandic, JY and Mos Megan with the last few laps to go. Nothing happening with Side and Arj Kajer at the minute. And as I said, Alan JY is catching Amber. So we're going to stick with this 11th place battle at the minute. No, we're not. We're going to go Dub Z. And it's Puncher. It's Coffee Machine Puncher. He's lasted 22 laps. His tyre's gone boom. And that will be him into the pit lane then. So his hunt for the safety car just did not work out at all whatsoever. Simon Death then and Zone Vortex. This should be a fairly easy move with DRS for Simon. Maybe not. The straight line speed of Zone Vortex is heaping with him. But Simon Death is going to go down the inside. Side Arj Kajer. Anik JY gets past Amber. Side gets past Arj Kajer. Oh! No, into the wall is Arj Kajer. That is a bit of front wing damage and a reset to track as well. Two naughty spin and a reset to track, which is naughty. And also, there was one earlier on for Go Alonso, which I'll have to remember as well. Let me just put it in. As Arj Kajer is actually coming into the pit lane to change his wing. Arj Kajer into the pit lane then. He's going to go soft tyres to the end. That's what we could do. I think Dubsy is going to jump him. Mosmiga's actually got past Amber as well. But Amber is losing a lot of time on those hard tyres. He's going to try and get him to the end 18 laps. It's going to be very tight. I think he's the only one. I think he's the only one that's really in the danger zone of hitting a puncher. Towards the end, obviously, Coffee Machine hit one. But he's obviously pitting now. Mosmigan then is actually going to try and fight Anik Jawar for that P7. Except he's got the only one that with a penalty. I think it's 10 seconds worth. So he'll lose out to Amber, but he will be okay with Simon at the minute. But we're in lap 24 with only one safety car and 2 DNFs. It's an okay race so far. Nothing up here at the front. It looks to me like Prodigy's got this in the bag. Bearing a spin, a crash, or a safety car. Only thing I think is safe with that P2 as well. Self-Rex is definitely safe with that P3. As Mosmiga goes down the inside of Anik Jawar for P7. But obviously that penalty as well. Anik Jawar doesn't actually want to sit for the penalty. I think he wants to fight him again. Which is a very interesting move. Will he fight it? So I did actually catch up to Warney as well. He's actually on the back of him. So we'll go to that in a second. Yeah, Mosmigan's safe. I think Anik Jawar now realises the penalty. He's happy to sit behind. Now, obviously, Mosmigan has the right to appeal observation of the stewards. And we can obviously turn it over if it's not track limits or anything like that. If it's a collision, it's not severe enough, we can. Or if someone punches you when you come into the pit lane, you've got a speeding, you're fine, but someone hit you. And yep. But here we go then. P5 then. Our championship we decide will extend this championship lead to Challenger Plays, but lose some points to Sonorius King. But Sonorius King's teammate, yeah, flag sector 2, is Coffee Machine retiring. Is that going to cause a safety car? Is it going to cause a safety car? The last 3 laps, no, it should not. As Sai gets past Warney down the inside with the DRS fairly easy. Will Warney sit in behind, get DRS here? Not a best exit. And I think Side is now going to take that P5 with 2.6 to Sonorius King in the last 4 laps. As Coffee Machine is done. Here's Wretched Season continues with no points scored this race. So that move looks to be done. And it's the only battle on track now, so it's going to get really quiet towards the end of the race unless we pick up a safety car, which I doubt we will with 4 laps to go, because everyone will have to bunch up, and then so it'll be literally 2 laps. So I think it'll be too late for a safety car to come out now. So I think unless anyone's got unbelievable pace towards the inside, that should remain you're not really. I know it's disappointing to say already. Bearing any spins, we could get spins. 10-second time penalty, rush chip, corner cutting. She won't mind. It will just be a little bit of annoyance. It won't be any annoyance actually, because he is playing last. Once big as 10-second penalty, at the minute he's only losing out to just about Amber and Anik Jawa, but I think Amber will come out of that and it will just be Anik Jawa. Yeah, that's it really. So the only one we're going to keep an eye on, bearing in mind any spins or crashes, is just Sonoris King and Side. Side has a 1.6 deficit to get, and he's doing some pretty good laps at the minute. He's looking at his lap time was a 1:27.1 is his best. He's just bearing that again. But our lap is a 26.5, and the only one to go into the 26s is Moz Megan at the minute. He's in 7th place, so his penalty will drop him down to 8th. He's the only one in that 26s at the minute. As Side, there's a 27.4 on that last lap. I like that from Prodigy. A 27 flat on the dot. No problems with that. And this could be big actually in the championship if Side could get onto the back of Sonoris King, because he would extend his lead, which has a plays no matter what unless he retires. Oh no. No. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my headset, I decided my controller just dropped on the floor by mistake. So I used 2 controllers, one's broken, and I used my other one that's good to switch between the drivers. As I was saying, this could be big for the championship. Obviously, Chaser Plays is the FS1. That is someone in here. It's going to be El Glasses. It's going to be for the championship. Obviously, Side 2 laps to go. Obviously, it's going to be for the championship. Side is going to extend his lead over Chaser Plays 100%. But will he extend his lead over Sonoris King as well? It may be only a few points extended by, but it could be big, as we know, towards the end of the season, going into the final round, or the final few rounds, especially cutting off a few other drivers for the championship. Bizarrely, we end the season on... Oh, we've got an overtake maybe coming here. Is Simon Death going at Amber? Simon Death's actually gone wide. Or is Amber coming into the pit lane? Amber's coming into the pit lane. So Amber, 22 laps on those hards, will drop out now top 10. As now we see Side and Sonoris King still going at it. Them. Will Side have a go here? No, he's going to sit behind Sonoris King. Wait until the second DRS zone, which is right here. This could be big. What is going to happen? Hopefully they stay clean. Maybe not, maybe. And it looks to me like Side has got a pretty easy move done on Sonoris King. And Sonoris King tries to go back under. And now can Side manage to gap the 1 second before the DRS zone hits on Sonoris King? So pretty much have an even bigger extended championship lead as we start the final trip around the Abu Dhabi circuit, the Asma Arena circuit, for the final time round. Well, the only one being this one for P5, which I think Side may have covered. We shall see. And the only one that's going to be close actually, will Moz Megan get out that 10-second penalty range of Anik Jawa? There's a second in it. It may become very close towards the end. Will Moz Megan keep that P7, or will Anik Jawa nick it? And I think Sonoris King is just going to stay in that DRS zone range. Yes, he will. That should be interesting. We're going to keep an eye on that on the left-hand time screen. On the gap-wise, I think Side has managed to do enough. Yeah, Side has managed to do enough, bearing any spins on the final few corners to keep that P4, and a very good result actually from McLaren, a P3 and a P2. But Prodigy then start at P4, looks to me like he's going to take a brilliant race win then. Maybe put himself back in the hat. You can't really hope that at the minute. Gaining some more time in the championship contenders. But Prodigy then, through the final corner, will take the checker flag with a brilliant second stint to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Ollie Flynn then will come home to take a P2 for his first drive for AlphaTauri. He'll be very pleased with that. Stealth Rex will take a P3, a brilliant drive as well. Side will come home to take a P4 and extend his championship lead as well. Cyrus King and Walney, the two Haas drivers, will come home in P5 and P6. Moss Megan will take the P7 with a 12-second gap to Anik Jawar in P8. P9 will be the Mercedes of Simon Deff, and a P10 will come the way of the Red Bull of Zone Vortex. I can see, yes, it will be the P10 for Zone Vortex, with P11 being Throne Globe. RGJ will just about get the P12 from Amber, as a few lapped cars, Dubsy, Rush Chimp have finished as well. El Blaster will take home a P15 and Sea Chase will take P16. That's your lot then. That's your lot for the weekend. Happiest TP, easy McLaren being Teo. Third and fourth. A very good double point score for them. Obviously fifth and sixth, Haas as well. A good race for both of them. A very, very good race. Very, very good. As that's it. Just heads up, just a reminder. Obviously we had France. Being postponed. That is now going to be moved to the final race of the season. It was going to be last weekend. We decided to do something completely different last week. Fun in-house kind of thing. But a good race for everyone involved. Three retirements being Coffee, Goat and Blaze. One safety car. And a pretty good race all round. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We have next week the double again. Tier 1 and Tier 2. Tier 1 looking good. And it's a sprint next week actually as well. A sprint with Japan next weekend. Then we head to Canada. And then Abu Dhabi, yeah, and then we head to Japan. The sprint, Canada in 2 weeks' time. 3 weeks' time would be Miami for the final sprint of the season. And then next week, 2 weeks' time, Canada. 3 weeks, Miami. 4 weeks, in 4 weeks' time, we finish the season for Tier 1 on Brazil. And then in 5 weeks' time, we finish the season for Tier 2 France. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Side, because the championship lead is the big story. I will catch you for Tier 1 next week around Japan for the sprint, and obviously Tier 2 as well. Same time next week. We'll see you then.